A very big game today. Really felt like our guys played their best game of the year in the biggest moment. I'm very proud of them, proud of our coaches. I think we had 0 turnovers. I think we had 1 penalty. The defense, we played a very good team, and we played our best game. Just tickled to death for our players and coaches.
What's it like to throw a shutout to be a game?
Yeah, I mean it's. You know, that offense has been playing very well, and they've played some very good teams and, you know, put up some points. And for us, to shut them out, I mean, that's really big. Coach Thompson, the defensive staff, and our defensive players, that was an unbelievable job.
Could you sense a performance like this coming? You had sort of liked where the team had been mentally the past couple of weeks, felt they'd been locked in, but did you sense just, I guess, the efficiency and kind of the degree at which you guys?
Yeah, you know, we talked, I guess, 7 weeks ago about getting better each week. These guys have done it. They bought into what we're doing. We're playing our best football right now, and we need to be.
What was the game plan coming in offensively? Obviously, these guys forced a lot of turnovers in the past 5-6 games, and to not give up any. What was the mindset?
Yeah, you know, they got a very good defensive coordinator at Ole Miss. I want to give them the last 3 years. And we were just trying to feeling out stage. They were trying to keep everything in front of them like they did against Troy, and we were able to run the football. We hit a pass or 2, and then they kind of got back in their base defense, and you know, things settled down a little bit.
Offensively, was the plan to come out and hit them hard, hit them early, hit them often in this one?
Well, yeah, it was. We had a couple shots involved there, but we ran the football. We had some pace going. The bottom line is do what we do, and you know, run the football, play action pass, and our quarterback probably played as good. You know, a championship game with any quarterback you'll probably ever see.
After the first touchdown, Nathan got the interception, seemed really hard for you guys.
Yeah, John Thompson did a great job mixing it up. They thought we were in one coverage and changed it, and you know, Nate Harrell is an unbelievable leader, and he's like a coach on the field. That was a huge play because he had the ball on our territory.
Kind of elaborate on Apple's play today.
You know, I think he was perfect until the end, and I called that naked play down there. If I'd have known that, I probably would have ran the football. I mean, I put him in the bind, and you know, the guy was covered, but he was unbelievable. I mean, you know, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and he proved that today.
Coming in here your first year, winning conference title, what's that like for you?
Well, you know, when you win a conference title, you got to think about the players. You know, we had some leaders that they won last year. They knew what it took. We didn't have a whole lot of them, but the ones we did led this group. And as a coach, you know, when you win a championship, you think about your players and the appreciation you have for them. As a head coach, you think about your assistants and the appreciation that you have for those guys. Because we work hard, and those guys are really doing an excellent job.
So like Gatorade bath, not too bad after all.
Well, I tell you what, they shocked me. That was the double duty right there. That kind of hurt me. I couldn't even call that last play.
Can you talk about it for yourself? I know since you were hired, everybody had sort of talked about in terms of, you know, that this was almost kind of, you know, a guarantee almost in some sense. I mean, you brought back so much talent, you brought in a top flight staff, and it seemed like anything less than this would have been unacceptable. I mean, you guys had to kind of fight that perception. For most of the year, just thoughts on, you know, kind of, I guess, living up to that.
Well, you know, we're in the process of building, and you know, there may have been expectations, but I think we had the least amount of returning starters in the entire league. And you're right, we have some good young talent. We have some pieces of the puzzle, the older guys, Apple and Harold, that's been here to win a championship. It took a while to come together. I mean, we had some major growing pains. We played, and we won a couple games, but it still didn't feel like we won. We did play good, solid football, and but we started clicking 6 or 7 weeks ago. And today, we probably could have played with just about anybody.
Talk about the evolution of this team throughout the year. I struggled a lot, especially offensively at the beginning of the year, and now you see the scoreboard out there, 45-0 kind of performances. Even the past couple of weeks, I mean, just dominating performances.
Yeah, I mean, you know, certain teams that play their best football in the end in November and December. Hats off to our players because they're doing that right now.
Adding to what Jay said, Middle Tennessee's never been shut out by a Sun Belt opponent. What does that mean for your team?
It's big to shut anybody out. It's hard to do that in college football, much less a team that's playing for the conference championship. No doubt all of them will be successful. They're a good team to beat and shut out. So.
Talk about David Oku eclipsing 1,000 yards for the season.
You know, Dave was one of those guys that, you know, he started getting in game shape, game 3 or 4. And he started getting a feel for the offense, and he's given us an unbelievable lift. He's a very good all-around player.
Do you have any thoughts on a bowl game or what's next for you guys?
You know, I think we'll find out probably tomorrow evening. We know we're going to one. That's about it.
Was this kind of a, I mean, first 5 or 6 drives, you scored 6 or 7 drives in a row. Was this kind of a perfect performance, a perfect finish to the season? This seems like as close to perfect as you get.
Played good today. Played good today. Made a lot of good plays. Very proud.
Hey, Gus, you mentioned Ryan's passing performance, but what about on the ground? Like he averaged over 10 yards a carry, really gave you something there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a running threat. You know, it kind of scared me there. I didn't know if his knee or whatever. I think it scared everybody. But he's a tough guy. He came back. You know, he hurt him on a read zone early, and then he had a couple other read zones. And anytime a quarterback can be a run threat, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He did a very good job running football.
Coach, in the preseason, before the first game, you were talking about how they just, you know, you were a ways off to where you really wanted them to be. How close are they now to what you had visualized in the beginning?
Well, today is what we had visualized in the beginning. And, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference that we could have done better. I mean, I know there's a couple of little things probably, and I wasn't happy sometimes, so I know it wasn't perfect. But that's definitely what we were envisioning.
Thoughts on that Blackman interception?
Yeah, what did the ball get tipped? Yeah, that was nice. I mean, it's kind of one of those days that a lot of things going our way. It was a lot of fun to be on the sideline.
Always said that you like to use the run to set up the pass, and was able to do that tonight. Had several deep balls caught by several receivers.
Yeah, the deep balls were big. That one to Julian Jones, I mean, that was pretty exciting, you know, for everybody on the sideline. I think we just stopped him 4th down and threw it up there. And it was a heck of a throw, heck of a route. Line did a great job protecting.
Was Middle Tennessee leaving or announcing they're leaving to the Conference USA? Was that serves as any sort of motivation for this team at all in this game?
You know, really, I think somebody told me that on Thursday. You know, because when you're playing for a championship, you don't care if you're playing the Dallas Cowboys or what they're doing. So it had no bearing on anything. I mean, whatever they want to do is fine. They're in our conference today and play for the conference championship.
Anything else for Coach?
Were you guys playing for the big win today, or just any victory? It seems like after you guys got up comfortably after the first half, you guys came out second half, kept strong. Were you guys playing for that big win?
Well, I mean, we'd have taken a 1-point win to win a championship. You know, the point you bring up is probably a good one. We played very good in the first half. Most teams would have slopped around. I had a chance to slop around in the second half. Our guys didn't. They still played solid football. I'm very proud of them.
Anything else?